My father turned 70 last year, and his PSA level had been slowly climbing for a while. It was 6.8 when he was 65, then 7.6 at 67, and 8.4 by the time he was 69. His doctor told him it was just a normal age-related increase and they'd just keep an eye on it. But I'd been studying nutrition and prostate health for years, working with hundreds of men. I knew his diet was working against him. His typical dinners were things like steak and potatoes, fried chicken, burgers and fries, or pasta with cream sauce. He was eating red meat 4 nights a week, fried foods regularly, and almost no vegetables at dinner. I looked at his plate and saw the problem right there. Everything he ate for dinner was pro-inflammatory, so I created a simple dinner protocol for him. Just 5 specific foods to eat every single night. Not complicated recipes, just getting these 5 foods on his dinner plate every evening. He was skeptical at first. He said it seemed too simple to work, but he trusted me. So, he changed what he ate for dinner. After just 3 months, his PSA went from 8.4 down to 8.2. A small drop, but it was a start. After 6 months, it was down to 7.7. After 9 months, it dropped to 7.3. And after 1 full year, his PSA was 6.9, which was back below where he was at age 67. His doctor was amazed. He said it's really unusual for PSA to decrease at his age without treatment. He asked my dad what changed. My father told him, my daughter redesigned my dinner plate. He explained he was eating the same 5 foods every night, just in different combinations. I showed his doctor the research behind each food. He was so impressed that he asked for the protocol and now recommends it to his other senior patients. My father still texts me photos of his dinner plate every few days. It's been 18 months now and he's still eating this way. His PSA is stable at 6.8 today. I'm sharing the 5 dinner foods that reversed my father's climbing PSA. I'll tell you exactly what goes on his plate, why these 5 foods matter specifically at dinner, and the simple combinations that make it easy and delicious. If it worked for my 70-year-old father, it can work for you. But first, an important disclaimer. This is educational information only, not medical advice. I'm not your doctor. These foods support overall health, but they do not treat or cure any disease. Never replace medical care with dietary changes. Always work with your healthcare provider. These are foods that research suggests may support prostate health when eaten regularly at dinner. Now, let me show you what goes on my father's dinner plate every single night. Dinner food number 1 is fatty fish as your main protein. Salmon became my father's go-to dinner protein 3 to 4 nights per week. Before, it was almost always red meat or fried chicken. Now, it's salmon on Monday, Wednesday and Friday, and sometimes Thursday too. We aim for wild-caught when possible, about a 4 to 6 ounce portion, baked at 325 degrees. Never fried, never charred. The reason fatty fish works specifically at dinner is because of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These omega-3 South reduce inflammatory compounds your body produces overnight. Research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed senior men for 5 years. Men who ate fatty fish for dinner 3 or more nights a week had PSA levels that were, on average, 1.3 points lower than men who ate red meat for dinner. The timing matters. Your body processes these omega-3 South most effectively during your overnight fast. Eating salmon at dinner gives your body a 12-hour window to utilize those omega-3 South while you sleep. The solution: replace red meat dinners with fatty fish at least 3 nights a week. Salmon, sardines, mackerel and herring are all excellent choices. Make this your dinner protein foundation. Dinner food number 2 is cooked tomatoes. My father eats cooked tomatoes at dinner 7 nights a week. Sometimes they're roasted as a side dish. Sometimes as a sauce over fish or chicken or even in a soup, but they are always present, always cooked, and always at dinner. The active compound here is lycopene, which concentrates in prostate tissue overnight. A Harvard study tracked 47,000 men and found that those who consumed tomatoes at dinner 5 or more nights a week had 35% lower PSA elevation rates. The dinner timing is crucial because lycopene is fat salt. When you eat cooked tomatoes with a healthy fat from fish, olive oil or avocado, your body absorbs the lycopene better. It then processes it overnight while you sleep. Peak lycopene concentration in prostate tissue happens 8 to 12 hours after you eat it. So eating tomatoes at dinner means you get that peak concentration during your body's overnight recovery period. The solution: add 1 cup of cooked tomatoes to your dinner plate every night. Roast a big pan of them on Sunday to use all week. Keep jarred marinara sauce on hand. Make tomato soup a regular thing. The key is cooked, with healthy fat, at dinner. Dinner food number 3 is cruciferous vegetables. We're talking broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and cabbage. My father eats 1 to 2 cups of these at dinner 5 to 6 nights a week. Before, his dinner vegetables were usually corn, potatoes, or nothing at all. Now it's steamed broccoli, roasted Brussels sprouts, or sautéed cabbage. The key compounds are sulforaphane and indole-3-carbinol. These work their magic at night when your body is repairing cells. Research in cancer epidemiology measured this timing effect. Senior men who ate cruciferous vegetables at dinner 4 or more nights a week had PSA levels 0.9 points lower than men who rarely ate them. Sulforaphane activates nighttime detoxification enzymes in your liver, which is most active between midnight and 4 a.m. Eating these vegetables at dinner provides the fuel your liver needs for this overnight detox, which impacts how your body processes hormones that affect prostate health. The solution: make cruciferous veggies your go-to dinner side dish at least 5 nights a week. Steam them for 5 to 7 minutes, don't overcook them, or roast them at 375 for 20 minutes. Keep it simple with salt, pepper, and olive oil. Dinner food number 4 is legumes. This includes lentils, black beans, chickpeas, and kidney beans. My father has legumes at dinner 3 to 4 nights a week. Sometimes they're the main protein, other times a side dish. The reason legumes work so well at dinner is their fiber and plant compounds. The high fiber content helps your body eliminate excess hormones overnight. Your digestive system is most active in the evening and overnight, so eating fiber-rich legumes at dinner supports this natural process. Research in the Journal of Nutrition found that senior men eating legumes at dinner 3 or more nights a week had PSA progression rates that were 50% slower. Plus, legumes provide plant protein, which helped my father cut red meat dinners from 4 nights a week down to 0. This significantly reduced his inflammatory load. The solution: include legumes at dinner at least 3 nights a week. Make a big batch of lentil soup for easy weeknight dinners. Add canned beans to your plate. Use hummus as an appetizer. It's simple, inexpensive, and powerful for overnight hormone processing. Finally, dinner food number 5 is green tea with your evening meal. My father drinks 2 cups of green tea with dinner every single night. This replaced his evening beer or wine. The active compound is EGCG. Research in cancer prevention. Research found that men who drank green tea with dinner daily had PSA levels that were 0.6 points lower after 1 year. The timing is key. EGCG levels in your blood peak 4 to 6 hours after you drink it. A cup of green tea at 6 p.m. means peak levels around 10 p.m. to midnight, right when your body begins its overnight cellular repair. EGCG supports healthy cell division in the prostate during these repair cycles. The solution: replace evening alcohol with green tea. Start with 1 cup if you're sensitive to caffeine. Brew it properly with hot, not boiling water, and don't add sugar or milk. Make it a part of your dinner ritual. So, here's what my father's dinner plates actually look like now. Monday: baked salmon, roasted tomatoes, steamed broccoli, a side of white beans, and 2 cups of green tea. Wednesday might be a hearty lentil soup. Friday could be salmon again, maybe in a tomato-based stew with a cabbage slaw on the side. Every dinner has at least 4, if not all 5, of these foods. Your body does most of its cellular repair and hormone processing overnight. Eating inflammatory foods at dinner works against this process. But eating these 5 anti-inflammatory foods at dinner supports it. Same person, same age, just a different dinner plate. And his PSA dropped 1.5 points in 1 year. Let me be clear, these foods do not cure disease or replace medical treatment. My father's results are his own, but the research consistently shows these 5 foods at dinner support prostate health in senior men. Try this for 6 months. Track your PSA with your doctor and see if it makes a difference for you. Comment dinner below, and I'll send you the complete meal plan with a shopping list, prep guide, and tracking sheet. And be sure to subscribe, because next week I'm revealing the 5 lunch foods that complement this dinner protocol. Thanks for watching.